Growing onions is really easy if you do this method. Now, a lot of people, when they first start out as a beginner garden, will start out with those little onion sets. Well, those little onion sets can be really expensive. There's a much better way, but you have to start them early. And I'm talking about growing them by seed. So the first thing you want to do is figure out what type of onions that you want to grow. And no, I'm not talking about white or yellow or red. I'm talking about, where do you live? What type of onions do you need to grow? And this is what I'm talking about. So there's 3 types of onions: short day, intermediate day, and long day. Because onions, they don't bulb by how long they're in the ground. They bulb by the length of the day. You can go online and check your zone if you're a long day, intermediate day, or short day. And here in zone 7A, we're kind of like in between. We can grow long day or we can grow intermediate day. Today, most of ours, I believe, are long day onions that we're going to grow. Let me show you what we're going to grow. Now, these break the rule. These are bunching onions or scallions. These will grow in any zone, okay? We're going to grow some yellow onions, and I believe these are sweet yellow onions. We're going to grow our white globe. And we're going to grow some American flag leek. Now these also will not bulb. They're more like a bunching onion, but really big. And of course, we're going to grow our red onions for our salads. And these are really good for pickling too, by the way. And my favorite for our zone is Stuttgarter yellow onions. These just store really well. So now that we know what type of onions we're going to grow, I'm going to show you how we grow them. As you can see, I have nothing growing in this seed starting room because there's 8 inches of snow on the ground and I'm thinking about gardening. And if you want to be successful at growing onions by seed, I suggest you grow very early to get nice, thick seedling. When you plant them out, they'll have a really good head start. And a lot of it has to do with how you plant them and the nutrients that are in the soil to give them a little kick. And I'm going to show you our seed starting mix right now. So what we're going to do is we start with a coco coir mix. Now, if you're growing indoors, it's important not to use any compost or even peat moss because you want a sterile medium. And the reason is you don't want fungus gnats in your room. This room here is my seed starting room, but it's also my laundry room. And I'm sure that you have a room or a section set aside that if it's indoors, you don't want fungus gnats. So for my seed starting mix, I use 4 parts coco coir mix. And a part can be anything, a cup, a container. So 1, 2, and I don't get real precise, 3, 4. Now I'm going to add 1 part vermiculite, 1 part perlite, and 1 part worm casting. The worm castings will give that little bit of fertilizer for those seedlings. Okay, here's our worm castings. 1 part worm castings, 1 part vermiculite, and I like to use a fine vermiculite. 1 cup of vermiculite and 1 cup of perlite. As you see, the perlite gets a little dusty. You don't want to be breathing that in. Mix it all together. Look at that. That is some nice seed starting mix. Normally we would grow in a tray like this. You'd put a couple seeds in each cell and you'd be good to go. But for onions, we grow differently. We'll grow in a pot like this, a deep pot, maybe 6 inches deep, 5 inches deep, something like that. And we'll put about 25 to 30 seeds in each pot. We don't mind if they're nice and close together because when we pull those onions apart, they're going to separate nice and easy. You have to just trust me on that. I'll show you how we're going to grow our sweet Spanish onions. One nice thing about these is the seeds are nice size. You can see they're not real tiny. I really do like that. I also love this company. You get a lot of seeds for the price. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill this container up with soil, just like that. And we're just going to sprinkle these around. And I usually grow more than I need just because I absolutely love onions. We'll cover these with a little soil, or seed starting mix, I should say. Just lightly cover them, and then we'll wet them in. I love these pump sprayers for down here in the seed starting room. And that's really all there is to it. There's no need to make this a long video. We put our seeds in, we cover them up, we wet them in, and they're good to go. When your seedlings start to pop up, it'll look like grass. Now I have a surprise for you. I've been working on this all year and I'm really excited that it came out. We wrote our first beginner garden planner, and it's available now on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description for it. This is a planner for the entire year. It's going to tell you every single month what you can grow. And it has tutorials as far as how to compost. You can compost right in your garden beds. We talk about a lot of different things like trellising. We even talk about growing small watermelon varieties on trellises. We do grow a lot of things vertically that most gardeners don't. So this is a really, really handy planner. And as you can see, this is my proof copy because it's got not for sale on it, but it is for sale on Amazon now. And I will put a link in the description for it. I hope you get it because it really, really is helpful, and we spent a lot of time on it. That's all I have for today. I hope you got something out of this video. Gardening is not hard. Don't make it hard, and enjoy your harvest when it comes. That's all we have. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.